products is great. I really love the XG. The arc is wonderful, I think, because I'm really able to read my weight off the arc, and it's really reliable bowl.
The Moama Bowling Club is your place for fun and food. Come and try bowls and make new friends. Have coffee or bring the family for lunch or dinner. The Moama Bowling Club. Visit us today on Hazelwood Road.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Henselite Victorian Open. This is day one for 2024 mixed pairs action. And my name's Tony Shewell. I'm joined by Gus McIsaac in commentary. Afternoon, Gussie.
Hello, Tony. Welcome. We've got the dynamic duo back together.
Some might say that. Some might use another two words.
Exactly.
But, so here we are. We are round three, and match is just about to get the hooter to begin. We've got mixed pairs action. We've got Jodie FRUEND from Wangaratta and her son Ethan FRUEND pairing up. They're up against Barsha Speed from Ocean Grove and Brad Pavey from Ocean Grove.
Paddles Pavey.
Paddles Pavey, a happy hunting ground for him, the Vic Open, being the reigning men's singles champion.
So we've got a cracking game ahead of us here.
Yeah, I certainly think we do. And a fair bit on the line, Gussie.
Yeah, well, I mean, winner take all, really. That's an easy way to look at it.
Yep.
And there's a few score margin differentials and things like that. I think Brad's got to win by 3 or 4 or something.
Yeah, spot on. So Jodie and Ethan won their first match 16-8 in round one. They won their second match as well, so they're 2-game winners. Barsha and Brad Pavey haven't quite had it all their own way. They had a win in their second round match, but they did drop the first one. So as you say, Gussie, this one is winner take all. The winner of this match will go through with the proviso that the Ocean Grove pairing must win by 3 shots or more.
So very interesting. If you're punting, I don't think we can punt on our sport at the minute.
No,
no sports bet.
No, we just have friendly wagers with mates
between ourselves.
Correct. Just for see who'll do the dishes at night or something like that.
How have you found the lead up to the Open? It's always a very busy time for you.
Yeah, it has. Look, it's been great. I mean, this is why you work in sport and while we work in the game we love of bowls. So we're absolutely thrilled to be here. Not only just for the clubs in Gippsland and the game down here, but these are the best players going around. When you look at any club, I took a trip out to Moama earlier this morning. There's some absolute champions there, including Cass Millerick, Kevin Anderson, Pat Schramm, some very, very good bowlers out there. They get the opportunity to experience different clubs, and we get the opportunity to put on one of the bigger events in the country, probably the second biggest behind the Australian Open. And it's good fun for everyone. We certainly love being a part of it.
And everyone loves coming here. I mean, we've got all these international players coming to our shores.
Yeah, we had Mary Thompson from Laguna Beach. She was on our stream earlier today.
She wasn't on that show, Housewives of Laguna Beach, was she?
Not yet.
One of those silly shows that my wife watches.
Not yet. All right,
Jodie FRUEND leads off.
So Jodie FRUEND is using an Aero Optima. It's the colour is called Tequila Sunrise.
It's beautiful.
A lot of people say it's orange, but its technical name is Tequila Sunrise.
Fruit tingles, I call them when I see it.
And her opposing lead, Barsha Speed, is using a Henselite XG.
They've kind of got a similar draw line.
Yep.
I think. I've got a set of both, and similar. Good bowls for this green, a turning bowl.
Yeah, absolutely. Jodie, of course, a Victorian state representative, part of the Marge Morris winning team over in Perth last year.
Made history.
First time in almost 20 years that Victoria's been able to grab that title.
And there she is. That's showing her talents.
Yep, won the state singles 2 years ago. And interestingly enough, Gussie has only been bowling for about 5 years.
Makes me sick.
No.
And
Ethan's no slouch as well, her son.
Well, I was saying earlier, he won the novice probably 6 or 7 years ago.
No, not even.
Not even that?
Yeah, not even that long. But nice little touch there from Barsha.
Name was on that honour board.
Yep, and won the men's pairs with Adrian Bantling 2 years ago. So a very talented family.
What a great thing to do with your mum.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's not many sports you can do it.
No.
And one of the best things about our great game.
I used to play gym rummy with my mum. Card game she liked.
She would have
was
beaten
up
you
for
too.
a card game. Yeah, oh yeah, she's smart as a whip. That's where I fell in love with numbers.
Yes. Served you well.
And the event just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. We had about 12% growth this year, so we're very happy with that. So more people here than what there were last year. And we know it's worth about $3.5 million to the Gippsland economy.
$3.5 million. Wow, that's fantastic. And they treat us like, like we're royalty, don't they?
Yeah, we're very well looked after by Destination Gippsland, the Latrobe City Council. Of course, all of our host clubs, but in particular Morwell Bowling Club and Traralgon Bowling Club, who stump up some of the prize money for the event. So our thanks to them.
Yeah, I said it last year. You've got to make this area your destination to go there, and then you'll find out how great it is.
Yeah.
That's a good little cat. Who came up with that marketing? Did you do that?
Destination Gippsland? No, that's one of theirs. That's actually the name of their tourism body. And it is a heck of a destination. Whether you're drawn to play here at Morwell or in Sale or Moe or Bullara or anywhere in between, you are guaranteed a good time.
Yep.
Some very, very clever clubs. So the man they call Paddles, Brad Pavey's on the mat. He's also using a Henselite XG with a bit of pace early.
Just go straight for it. Why muck around?
Finds a gap. Ethan FRUEND using an Aero Optima.
He's got a long way to get down, hasn't he?
He does.
Tall,
About 6'5",
young.
Ethan. Father was a very good footballer. I think Ethan might have played a bit of what used to be known as TAC Cup, now the Coates League. Bit of underage, good level footy.
We'll see how the ladies. They look like they're going to. Might be a bit noisy for.
Oh, it's just one of our cameramen just adjusting a couple of things in the background. Tell you what, he's missed on almost the exact same line.
Well, it kind of was because there's only room for one bowl to go through there.
Yes.
So.
So Jody's saying got 2 and a measure, and we've got the best back. Both skippers still with 1 bowl remaining. I tell you what else you'll get to see here in this match, Gussie. Incredibly nice, well-mannered people. Both the Fruins.
Yep.
And you won't hear too many bad words out of the Ocean Grove pairing either. So.
No. One more bowl will be gone.
Well, certainly going for it again.
Okay,
Gets
there you
one
go.
and the jack and goes with. So.
For 1, 2.
Yep, for the 1.
Perseverance pays off, Tony.
It does. Someone like Brad Pavey ain't going to miss 3 times.
No. You were saying the skippers with 3 bowls are very dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. Particularly somebody like a Brad Pavey. He's not going to miss too many.
No.
Nice little breeze coming in. It's been
lovely.
quite warm today, Gussie.
Yeah, it has been. The weather's going to be really good down here for the 2 weeks, which is good.
We're under the roof, of course, so we are protected if there is some rain. And later on today or this evening, there is expected to be a little bit. Hopefully all overnight.
Yeah.
Doesn't damage anything tomorrow. But the breeze coming through the Bowls Clubhouse is quite nice.
Yeah. It's a great setup because they've got 2 synthetics with sort of area between it with where a bar and serving food and stuff, so you can sort of just pop your head between the 2 and watch all the games. It's a great spot to watch bowls.
Yeah, it's got everything you could possibly want. Great starter was the comment from Ethan FRUEND.
Ethan's selected to play in City versus Country, isn't he? I think.
Lovely response. Yeah, from
bowl away.
Barsha Speed.
Gets the bowl away very nicely.
Don't know too much about Barsha, so obviously plays for Ocean Grove. But, that's about the limit of my knowledge on her game, so I'll watch this with interest today.
Yep, we're going to learn something, I think.
Yep.
And that's the other thing, you get to see all these players that you don't get the chance to see normally, because we're all very busy with our own bowling schedules.
Yep.
But we get to watch them all here, so and see the talents right across the country. Yep, she's got a nice delivery.
Interesting, her eyes never look down. She's
looking out.
taking her aiming point from well beyond up near the bank. And when she rolls out 3 pills like that, it's hard to argue with.
Mm. Do you look at a line or do you just shut your eyes?
Yeah, I just hope for the best.
Works sometimes.
Yeah, at 1 in 100.
Sometimes you don't need to be able to see. Our friends with disabilities and that do an amazing job without some of their senses. So
yep, and their directors in some of the vision impaired bowls.
It's fantastic.
Do an incredible job.
Absolutely. There was a surfing competition, I think, I saw on the news.
Vision impaired surfing?
I think it was just a handicap.
Yeah, okay.
I just, it was, but I think my sister-in-law was helping out somewhere down in Tassie with one. You know, so you need your helpers, like we do here. We've got a lot of people who give up their time, volunteer to help us put this on.
Does not want to find the gap here. Just sneaks through. Yeah, I spent a little bit of time out at Moama Bowling Club this morning, and the volunteers out there were terrific. Had everything all prepared, ready to go. Players were getting well looked after. Paddle's just asking this one to hurry. Not going to quite get the trip.
Beautifully deliberate delivery, isn't it? Just caresses the bowl out. Lovely weight, great line. It's just not going to get down to it in time.
Almost the same as his first. It could have got in for third shot. But
Barsha's bowls are still there. It's always nice when you're leading and you get through a few bowls and your bowls are still sitting there. Often your work is erased before you get to enjoy it. Just heard a bowl clunk into the ditch. I haven't heard that sound much. It hasn't been many drives.
Tyson Cromie out here, so I don't know whether it might have been him who does give it a real roost on his drive.
He does.
So that's in for third. Maybe, yeah, probably 3.
Tice won his second game. I think they won their second game.
They did, yeah. They lost the first but won the second, so... Right, we'll see if this is 3. I think that's all it is, but we'll see. Jody will just have a quick look.
Well,
get the measure out and check. So
one of the teams has got off to the start that they wanted to get off to.
It is just the 3, so great start to the Ocean Grove pairing. As we said, they need to win this match by 3 or more to get through. for the Fruins,
Yeah.
they can win the match and they get through, or lose by 1 or 2 shots, and obviously a draw.
We were talking about Barsha before. We didn't know much about it, but my guess is that she's got to be a very good bowler if
Yep.
Brad's playing with her.
Yeah.
He could choose.
Correct.
He wasn't in any competition, was he?
No, he wasn't. No, that was Matty Flapper and Tyson Cromie,
Yeah.
who have both been paired with a competition winner in the mixed pairs
I think I'll run my own next year.
to see who can play with Gussie.
I can't get a player otherwise. I'll just run a competition. They'll think something's good.
I like it.
They'll
I like the
fall.
idea. Yeah.
They'll all be lining up.
Yeah, well, maybe you do like an auction. You could just charge.
Raise
whoever
money
pays
for charity.
the most. Yeah. Or your bar tab at the end of the night. Now, I should say Ethan Fruend isn't in City V country this year. He has been,
Yeah.
but he's in the process of moving to Port Macquarie.
Okay.
So that is
So
the
he's
reason
moving
for
to the
him
country?
to Port Macquarie,
Yeah.
New South Wales.
Oh.
So
Right.
Jody and
explain it.
has already moved.
Yep.
So a bit of a loss for Victoria, obviously a current state player.
Why is it so? Because
Yeah.
it seems to happen too often.
It does. Very often.
Well, I bought a place in Noosa years ago and they closed the club down, and I thought, well, I can't retire here now. So I sold the place,
That's all it had going for it.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Noosa's pretty nice. Warm weather I like. Any opportunity not to wear shoes.
Yep. I think that's part of the desire
Mm.
for the Fruin family to move to Port Macquarie, get away from the cool
So-
winters.
You're all going together, the whole family.
Yep, I believe so. As I say, a loss. A
Okay.
loss for Victorian bowls, but one of the nicest families you'll ever meet, so we wish them well. Wants the jack in the belly, just
Yeah.
misses it. There you go, Gussie, you're already getting offers, and it's Gail Edwards.
Oh.
Say yes straight away.
Indeed.
She could take you all the way to the title.
She'd have to do it on her own. I can roll a jack.
Darren's saying that Barsha is Paddle's partner
Oh, that's nice.
and a pretty good bowler too.
Yeah.
Brad Pavey was happy with that one pass. The jack he said was good. Ethan's happy with the first half.
It's a good-looking bowl. Just got to run now. That's what it does. 2 feet.
Yep, just a touch short. Everything else looked pretty good. Little shake of the head from Jode as she walks past. Still holding shot though, so
That front bowl.
I'd say so.
Hmm.
It's a little bit difficult to tell from this angle. It could be further than what we think.
Yeah, well, it's deceptive on the... Oh, what a great bowl.
It's likely changed now.
Mm. He could have brought the back one in play.
Yeah.
He's got a nice little channel here under the bowl. We'll just tap the bowl. He's turning. He's just got a hole in. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, lovely bowl, Ethan Fruin. Gets the thumbs up from Jody. Craig Rippon asking, is that Brad Pavey? We can assure you it is. In all his glory. Moustache and all.
Yeah, it's quite becoming his moustache. I think he might get the award so far today.
Mm.
The best tash.
There is another very good Tash playing. Tash Van Eldick.
Yeah.
Not every day you get superstars in the house.
I think Vinny's having a tough day at the office.
He is,
So-
he is. Ethan Fruin's not though, he's dialed in now, holding a couple. Brad Pavey still has the shot on to sit the shot bowl out or take the jack back.
Not sure that's going to quite get back.
Touch too high.
I mean, we can feel the breeze at our back coming across the green, so it's got to have some effect.
Yep.
Maybe they should ask for the doors to be closed.
Might be nice just to cool them down.
They do it at, I think Sunbury, they can open up some windows down one end.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
Lets a bit of cross ventilation through. So can Ethan Fruend add a third? Come up through his mum's bowl? Or just draw it in?
Not sure.
I'm going to suggest not quite by the look of Jody there. They'll take 2 out. Settle some early nerves for the Fruins, down 4-zip. And they've picked up at least 2.
We were saying there's a busy schedule coming up. Over 60s, Barham, our new partner up there.
Expanded novice competition this year as well.
Now that's at Mulgrave
Country Club, and we've got a couple of other clubs in reserve.
Good.
For depending how big it gets, and judging by the early entries, I think it's going to get quite big.
So that's 2 or 3 years playing.
3 years now, so it was 2 and expanded out to 3. We just felt there are a lot of people who didn't know enough about it in their early days, so picked up a 3 for the Fruins, and their 2 years would expire, and they just sort of never really knew about it. So we added 1 year on.
So with the way some people pick up the game and play,
there is
3
a
years
really
of,
high standard.
3
Yeah, absolutely.
years of training, you know.
Yep. So Carla Miles, you'll be happy with that, saying go the Fruins. Well, they've just picked up a 3. They still trail. 3-4 though. This is, of course, Jodie Fruend on the mat. Mother and son combination.
Many came with high hopes here yesterday and dreamed of dreams, and some of those dreams may have been crushed today.
Yeah, well, for 75% of them, today's the end of the line.
It's a moving day, isn't it?
Yep, sure is. We will have a round of 64, a round of 32 and a round of 16 tomorrow. We'll, of course, work out which matches to stream within each round. Streaming from Morwell Bowls Club again tomorrow, and then we shift over to Traralgon. We stream for a few days from there. Of course, both host partners. Afternoon, Brendan. Hope you're going well. Yeah, lovely track coming in here.
That's a great bowl.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
You can tell when someone else has played another sport and they've shifted, and that's why we're saying to people all the time, you know, don't leave it too late to take up the game, even if you're good in another sport, because, you know, the talents are transferable to the sport.
Particularly any hand-eye coordination, you know, cricket, tennis, golf, any of those.
It's presence of mind even, you know. She hit the ground, she said, you see, we mozzed her.
We did. That's completely our fault. Look, it does happen though. I mean, everyone will have a bad bowl every now and again.
But these people don't fear bad bowls.
No.
They just get on with it. They know that they're human, you know. It's just everyone else that has the high expectations of them.
Yeah, true. I tell you what though, Gussie, I reckon the most common saying in bowls is, I wish I took it up earlier.
I've got 4 mates that walked into Auburn Bowling Club. They're 60 now and they're taking up bowl. They used to play tennis together.
Yeah, perfect.
And yeah, they're 60. I mean, they're really, I think, 10 years too late.
Yeah.
You know, I'd like to see us picking up players in their 50s, early 50s, late 40s maybe. But certainly there, it gives them another 10 years in the sport.
course, you look at the other end of the spectrum and the current Australian team, they all played juniors for their respective states. So
Yeah.
the talented ones do start very early.
Yes, I don't think if you join the game of bowls at 60, you're going to be playing, state over 60s.
Yeah, you can certainly make that.
You can do that.
Well, someone like a Nick Dorr comes to mind. By my reckoning, he only took up the sport at the age of 54 or 55 or something, and found himself in the over 60s state team. Certainly one that won the title, the national title in Broadbeach.
Yep.
And runners-up in Perth.
I think they won 3 in a row, didn't they? Was he part?
I think you could be right. I don't know whether he was in the first one, but you could. Your memory's probably better than mine.
The great Ray Jansen was the
Superstar
capitana of the team.
Yeah, superstar Ray Jansen.
I get a chance to play with him this week.
And a good St Kilda supporter.
He is.
Yeah, nice bowl from Ethan. Does widen the target, but there is one that stops that runner. Not for someone like Brad Pavey, though. He'll just go with a little bit of swinging weight.
Yep. He's right.
So Brad Pavey just said, we'll get that one out of the way then, which he did. Jody FRUEND says, righto, cover it up. So a good bowl from Ethan FRUEND here. And that'll be pressure on Brad Pavey.
Yeah, well, it's dangerous at the back. I would think he's trying to get through the gap. Well, he's going to add another one. I'm not sure he didn't want to be further behind than that.
Yeah.
But he has left.
I kind of don't mind it because he stayed away.
He's left a gap.
Still counts.
Yeah.
They do have one at the back. Barsha's. Oh no, that's Barsha's also. They are down 3.
Down 3 at the back.
If Paddles can get the
So
jack
if he
clean.
gets this clean, it's a 4.
Diane Grayland says, go Barsha and Brad, the double Bs. Let's see what one of those Bs can do here.
Backhand.
Stalking it.
Yep, straight in the middle.
In the guts was the call. And he has done exactly that. From 3 down to 4 up.
So do you think they just took a risk not covering the back?
I think so, yeah.
I think it was a calculated gamble. Well, you know what you're going to get.
I'm confident that was 4, but it looked like they held up 3 fingers.
Well, they had 3 at the back, and his bowl went with it.
Touch us, that's got to be 4. So, Mickey West says bang. Diane Gardner says husband started at 29 and 77, and Wayne is still very much going strong. Taylor Marin say how awesome to see mother and son playing together. Yeah, spot on. There ain't too many sports where you can do it. This is one of the best.
I got my dad into the game and ended up having to play pairs with him because you play pairs with your dad, you know. Probably cost me 10 years of pairs.
Can't beat memories,
but you can't beat memories.
Yep.
No, that's exactly right.
Nigel Thompson saying it's unusual to see a sign hanging over the ditch. We have that quite a bit, actually. BPL used to do it many years ago and still do it now. We had signs in the ditches in Traralgon at last year's Vic Open. And, of course, Morwell here.
I think it'd probably, when the jack hits it probably
might
softens
it slightly, if anything.
When the kitty went in, it was very soft. So you're not going to have a kitty come out.
Shouldn't.
I don't think so, because there's probably a centimetre gap behind that sign.
Brad Pavey's happy with that. Not holding shot, but 2 in behind is why he's so pleased. Showed the last end just how good he is with running a jack. Diane saying Barsha was an excellent 10-pin bowler.
Okay.
So there you go. And congratulations, Mum.
See, I think the best drawn bowls on these greens are just short of the kitty, in the line. Anything behind is landable,
Well, we saw that with the last bowl from Jodie FRUEND, didn't
Yep.
we? You should be very proud, Diane Grayland. She's going very well.
Well,
This is an absolute peach. She's a little bit stiff. Unfortunately, she won't get shot out of it. But it was a lovely bowl nonetheless.
that bowl's sort of locked in too, isn't it?
I think so, unless she chooses to come the other hand, but there's risk there.
She's playing a little bit of weight. Don't know if he'll get back from there. They just don't turn enough. That
Finishes
way.
in a pretty good spot.
Yep.
Given their opponents. But
Well, we know Brad's not going to be happy with one down in any stretch of the imagination. So
he's kind of a risk-reward
Yeah.
style player, isn't he? And when he's got the ability,
but
why not?
maybe a cannon will send that bowl out of the head.
Yeah, I'm struggling to see how that gets out.
Well, it can sort of go out sideways, I think. It sort of comes off the back bowl and shoots out to the right.
My only worry is it's the only flat one. The
Mm.
2 bowls for Ocean Grove are standing on their sides.
If I was Ethan, I'd be getting out to the right-hand side of his head, not making it any bigger. He just wants to sit sort of jack high out there. That's it.
Lovely.
Hmm. That's where he thinks it's going.
No, just pulled up out of it. Just a touch high.
And the adjustment on that hand's very fine. If you drop it in to get it back, it can drop underneath. They're all...
Barry MacArthur says you're starting to sound like Pidge.
I spent enough time with him.
Yes.
I haven't said get it right.
He certainly does that.
Yeah. I've been pigeonised.
Pigeonised. So Ethan FRUEND.
Sweet delivery. He's going to get back, I think. He's on a better line.
Can he take Jack out where he squeezed it out? Don't know whether it quite counts, but worth. Yeah, just the one confirmed.
Yeah, I think Paddles was probably happy.
Yeah, going down one's not really a problem. We're about to have a slight change in the commentary team.
See you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great
Thank you,
night.
Gussie.
Thanks, mate.
We played 5 ends here. It's 8-4. In favour of Barsha Speed and Brad Pavey. Joined in commentary now by the one and only Commonwealth Games gold medalist, Australian pairs title holder, and several other titles under his belt. Joshy Thornton, afternoon. JT.
Afternoon, Tony.
It's been a good match so far. There has been a couple of reasonable scores, a 4 and 2 threes.
Yeah, no, I've been watching. I think that even though when you're not commentating, it's important to try and keep an eye on the game, what's going on. And I think the last end this way, which we're playing now, Ethan will probably would have regretted that end. Brad had all the back stuff. He doesn't mind a run. He didn't. I think he was trying to cover. Didn't, and then
Just a touch short.
and then Brad nailed that jack, So
I think with someone like Brad Pavey, that is his strength. So
he's a very good converter.
can't
So
afford to leave that open.
when he played winning the singles last year down here, he done that by drawing and driving,
did.
So
And well played by you, Chris Jones. Don't get pigeonholed, Gus. I like that. It's very clever. Gussie will be reading that in the comments in a second as he returns to his leather recliner. Puts up his feet, gets a little pampering. I don't know about that, Grassy. JT's the A-team. I just fill a chair. And well done on your win at, I'm going to say meat stock, or what it might have been the other day.
Did he win meat stock, did he?
He did,
I didn't
yeah.
know that. I follow Grassy a little bit with that space because I don't mind. I've got a smoker myself and all that sort of stuff. And I was talking to him about it. I didn't know he had a win. That's awesome.
I think he might even get a trip to the States to compete at the next level. So well done if I'm vaguely correct on that.
I'll have to get a few more tips from Grassy.
Yep. Nice head building here too. It's been quite a good battle. Hence the Light Victorian Open. This is round 3 action of the mixed pairs for 2024. And no matter which way you cut it, JT, this match will decide the section winner.
Yeah, I can't look. Obviously, mathematically, the other two teams next door could, but it would take a humongous win by one of the sides to do it.
Yep.
As you've probably already discussed, Brad needs to beat Ethan and Jody. Well, Brad and Barsha have to beat Ethan and Jody by 3 shots to pass them. So.
Correct. So Ethan and Jody won their first 2 matches. They sit top of the table, and Barsha and Brad dropped their first, won their second, and there's a 5-shot differential. So a turnaround of a margin of 3 will get them there if they're good enough to win, as JT said.
They've got that margin at the moment.
Third of the way into this match. 2.25 hour time limits here at the Vic Open. 15 ends for 3 bowl pairs. There you go, Grassy saying got 3 prizes. Second in the burgers, third in the wings, second in the chef's choice, and qualified for the world champs in Texas.
I'll need some wings tips off him, I reckon.
Yeah, I'll enjoy that. And hopefully it's a fruitful trip to Texas. I did see the trophy was quite impressive. So well done. Some scores across the green here. Boland v Pyers. Boland 3, Pyers 4. McElwain leading 3-2 over Scott. Tyers trailing 1-3 to Peterson. Hunt and Cromie is 1-0 after 1 end, so there might be a few updates on the scoreboard to come there. And Hafner is leading Simmons 5-2, so it's a bit of a turnaround there. Danny Simmons' rink has been very good early.
Actually, the rink that's playing Tyson Cromie, Hunt, is actually leading the section.
Yep. I should know her name, but she's good fun. The lead in the Hunt rink.
Thought Brad might play weight. Bit wide.
Ethan just following this one down. He doesn't do that a lot. Some level of interest, but it's just going to die on its run slightly.
That changes the angles a little bit now.
Mm.
Brad drops he's been pretty animated this match. He's had a look at me a couple of times. I'll sit at the sidelines and...
What happened in the first end? Did he think you were laughing at him?
No, I just was making sure he wasn't laughing. He went through the same hole twice.
Yeah.
He's
He
looking
did with his first 2 bowls.
I'm laughing, not at his misfortune, just how stupid you better go through the hole twice, you know. I said to him, I wasn't laughing at you. He goes, yeah, I know that.
Sam Rogers about to join in commentary at the conclusion of this end. So we see Brad Pavey's just come down to reassess. That last bowl does change his shot a bit.
Backhand swingy.
Yep.
He can kind of get to Barsha's screw back straight. Get through the bowl straight while might give himself room to draw with the last.
Go through both.
Oh, that was close. See, this is the end where Ethan doesn't actually really have to cover because there's nothing behind.
Yep.
If anything, if he turned it over himself once or twice, yeah, it would actually make 3 or 4.
He's going the same shot as he did.
Doesn't like it.
Another yard of weight.
Facial.
It's not far away, but...
It was the right idea.
Yep.
Just don't think Brad can play that shot now. He could go 4 or 5 down. I think I'd take the 1 down or 2, whatever it is, 1 down or 2 down, and lick me wounds and move on.
Two feet of weight is what Brad Pavey's trying to play here. Was not far away. It is 2 to Jody and Ethan FRUEND. Getting closer. 6 ends in. I shall leave you with it, JT.
Norris Tone. Do I have to bring you up to speed, Sam?
Hi, Josh.
Hi, Sam.
Nice low scoring affair. Plenty of singles. Not. A few numbers around the place. What's been happening? Big shot making or
No,
a few loose ends or what's happening?
No, not really loose hands. Some good conversions by Brad.
As we'd expect.
So the circumstance or the situation is that Brad and Barsha have to beat Ethan and Jody by 3 to overtake them.
Do you reckon they'll get it done?
Yeah, I don't know. They're scoring, when they're scoring well, so they've got chances, I reckon. What do you got there, Sam?
Ladies Classic Fours of the Morwell Bowls Club coming up, JT, on the 20th to 21st of April. Tier 4 ranking tournament. 10k prize pool. $4,000 per team. $4,000 for the winning team. Paying down to 6th. 6 games of 12 ends. 2 bowl ladies fours. Contact Sarah Ashby or email bowls coordinator at morwellbowls.com.au to get involved. I wouldn't imagine there'd be too many places here left with spots left for that prize pool, JT.
That's a good prize pool for a ladies only.
Fours.
Yeah. Great leading from Jody Fruin. Jody won both the ladies singles and champions in the Ovens of Murray this year. In what is a very established, strong ladies region.
State Champions Week, not far away.
No, not far away at all. Great bowl by Barsh.
Of course, we'll be back here all day again tomorrow, JT, for mixed pairs knockout action.
That's it.
Kicking off the round of 64 in the morning. 9 a.m. start once again. Be sure to keep an eye out across socials to see the stream games.
Who's on the crew?
It's the draw's done.
I'm opening the batting with you again.
That's good to see.
We haven't got Matty O tomorrow.
Matty O. Well, apparently, I haven't seen him today. I'm a bit worried. Where's he gone?
He's known for going for naps. So, who knows?
Long naps.
Just goes and hides, old Matty O.
They've even got a guest spot in there.
Yeah, no, we'll...
Interesting. We'll see what we can
that's
come up with.
That's my little job
Alright.
of some of my little guest spot crew that I've got in, they're ready
Like
to
that.
go.
Like that.
Tony, are there many lady skips in the mixed pairs? Well, don't see any at the moment. Doesn't mean there isn't. If I was a betting man...
No,
No, that's not. That's switched around, that one over there.
Okay.
Is Tash Van Eldick playing mixed pairs?
Possibly.
I reckon if she'll be skipping a rink then.
Should
if
we have a
she's-
look through?
Yeah, let's do it. Do your job, Sam. Come up with the goss. Good news.
Brad, handy enough. Just needs a kind enough contact.
Yeah, that's a good bowl.
Bit of a toucher and falls
Changes
down.
Changes the angles. Is that right, what I've seen? She's playing with Scotty Biles?
Scotty Biles.
Yeah, that still could mean she might be skipping.
Either or, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good bowler
Aussie,
himself.
fairly established player, yep.
Yeah, plays backhand at Clayton.
Scotty skip on the stream during the... Yeah, that might have been the last round, actually. Round 14 out at Bundura.
That's right. Played against Bowlesy a couple of times over the years, region sides and stuff
Made
like
finals, yep.
that. Big bowler from Ethan. He's probably 2 down.
He's trying to play through
He's
the
not
shot. Bowles
happy with
doesn't
it.
seem stoked.
Is it wide?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just a
Just a draw.
backhand draw up to it, isn't it?
Yep. If he happens to get a little bit of jack movement, he might bring the bowl directly behind the head.
Yeah, he can work off the inside of this
Yeah,
back down to
yeah.
the line as well if he
Just a full draw.
plays the right way. Yeah.
The only thing he could do wrong is play it a little bit over quick and turn the shot
Back
bowl
cut it
over.
back
Yeah.
that way, yeah.
You'd be erring on the side of caution, I reckon, and only just getting there. It's not far away. Not far away.
Asking for it to get down. One roll over the
He
jack
did
was
need the
enough
little
for it.
touch. Don't reckon he wanted that touch.
A little touch of the jack. Maybe it's still only one.
One
You
it
have
is. Score is now 9-6 after 7.
What do they need to win by? 3?
3.
Okay. Any less, and it's Jody and Ethan progressing to the knockout rounds tomorrow morning.
As we said, the rink next door, they both mathematically could do it, but it's a very slim chance being that
They have to be a big shot difference next door.
They're a long way behind both of them.
And they're currently locked in a battle at 5 apiece through 7 as
it's
well.
probably
so
not happening. That breeze is nice, Sammy.
Just turned around the last
Half
since
an
the
hour,
beginning of this
yeah.
game, half hour, yeah.
I just got a
Some
nice little
changes
through.
meant to come through later on. Handy from Jody, playing the forehand side of this ring. Seen the last couple games that most of the leads favouring this side closest to where we're set up, JT.
The last 2 games in particular, definitely. As I said, I reckon it's got a fraction more turn, a bit more kinder. You know it's getting back to centre line with confidence.
Jody's not far away, but
Just that little bit just shy.
yeah.
If Barsha gets to it first,
Yep.
makes even those bowls look even a little worse.
Tash and Scotty Biles at 2 from 2, playing over at West Sale today in Section 40. They are playing the other 2 game winners in the last round.
Who's that?
Brandon B. Janison from Yarraville Footscray.
yep.
Might ring a bell for a few people. Minutes to progress. Keep an eye on it.
Yes, Kevin. Really great call. I like that one. I forgot about that one. Last year's mixed champs was skipped by a lady. Leonie Flynn, Phil Crowder. You weren't working then, so you wouldn't remember, would you? You just did nappies back then. Brad's awfully close here. He made
Good
2.
angles. Just enough weight to get into the count. He's just looking to give this bowl a chance on the backhand. Now that's a great question, Wayne. Well done, comment of the day. Round of applause. Come on, guys.
I went from beating Jimmy last year to going terrible this year, so I blame the bowlers who I tipped because they didn't play well enough. I think I tipped the right sides, they just played poorly.
That's good. That's pretty good.
Close again.
Has he got enough weight to reach?
Yep.
Yep.
Hasn't fattened it up either.
That's in. He gave the first one a good shot. A pair from the Grovers needing shots up to get them through to the knockouts. Already holding a good 3, JT. What can Brad Pavey do to close his head down? Tricky. Tries to dead draw another, he leaves something to land on. It's not a bad setup the way it is at the moment.
Yeah, I'd probably
Just
leave
gap
it as
side
it
to
is
side.
and maybe try and draw wide and get to Ethan's bowl behind.
Yeah, I don't mind that. No surprise, jumping on the backhand side.
It's definitely higher.
Yeah, nice enough weight here to sneak on past as well.
Well, he might have counted.
Well, he's thrown it in the count and left a gap on either side, so he's not stoked. I think that's a pretty good shot though, JT. It makes a 4. Ethan with the last bowl. Going to back himself to draw it here. He's having a look, see if there's anything on the forehand. There's plenty to turn in. You're just sort of hoping then.
You don't get the angles right there. That one could go sour. I know. It's easier said than done, but just that full draw, just making sure you're just there and on the backhand.
I'd like to see him back himself on the backhand draw, play the same weight as he did with his first. Give it a chance to land the bowls either side.
Close. Oh.
Well, there you go. He decided to Search right up there and trying to get a bit of jack movement on Lana Bowl and found a gap where there was either side.
It's 4.
A big 4 in this section.
While you're doing the scores, Sammy, I'm just going to promote this Saturday night. We've got the Saturday night party here at
Yes,
the Morwell Bowling
good.
Club.
Yes, looking forward to this.
It's 23rd of March, 7 to 10. Ticket prices are $15 per person. We're going to have hot finger food all night, drink specials, a bit of live music, and you also get the opportunity to hear from our 3 Victorian Open ambassadors, Matty Flapper, Tash Van Eldyk and Selena Goddard, for a fun and impromptu Q&A session. You ask the questions, they say. So I think what we're going to do is put questions in the bucket and then pull them out and go like that. Could get real clever with that.
Jim to MC the night, I hear. Is that those rumours true? Not sure.
Did we want that?
Well, no, but I've just heard this. Don't say I want it. That's just what I've heard.
Actually, what's it saying here? Actually, no. I might have got the price wrong.
What did you say?
I said 15, but that's... Oh, that's the return bus ticket. My bad. 30 bucks
per head.
Ticket, my bad. And then also we've got the Mega Bowl.
I'm in the Mega Bowl this year. Are you?
No. I think
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
You're not going to play?
I can help run it.
Oh, yeah, maybe I should do that as well.
You know, you are employed to work for Bowls Victoria, mate.
Yeah, why don't we have both? Do. You know the older Paso ads. Oh, you're kidding.
Right.
These ads.
I don't care, mate. Right, the score is 13-6, and we've played 8 ends. Even Brad is laughing at you.
You've never seen that?
I don't know if I have or not.
All right, back to the game. 13-6, as you said, JT through 8. Rovers needing a 3-shot win or more to progress to the knockout rounds.
And you can get
Anything
those tickets
less?
for the party on our Facebook event page.
Yes. Anything less means Jody and Ethan FRUEND progress. Only section winners make it through to tomorrow's action. Jody arriving here, turns her own's okay.
Yeah, not a bad set. It's what they need to
It's
get
all
back
right.
into the game.
Yep.
So they don't need to win this game to get through.
And they've dropped a couple 4s in this contest, including last end. He's going to find a path either side here as Brad Pavey just collects the shot bowl and falls back. Falls back out. It's not far away.
Cut it back to 1.
Yeah, I believe so. Not far away from shot. Clear run. He was right. Jody's closest one to the centre line. Looks to be the shot bowl. Ethan FRUEND makes his way back to the mat. What are you laughing at?
Brad, he was doubting whether he actually had second shot or not.
Not far
Not
away
far
here
away.
again. Just needs the right
Turned it
contact.
once. Bang.
Well
There it is.
played. Lovely speed. Turning his own over. Makes the shot.
He's playing quite well. He's converted really well this match.
Good areas. It forces East to change over onto the forehand to draw this.
He's got to skirt that one. Now it opens it up
Collects it.
probably a bit better.
Yeah, clears the path.
I reckon Brad will switch the forehand now and get to it first.
Play it first.
Yep.
Yeah, Jack's all good for them. Yeah.
No danger there. If you're playing the right weight, you won't turn anything in.
Brad asking for this one to turn, not far away at all. JT.
Brilliant bowl. It's probably
Great
3 or 4.
shot.
And in a spot where it makes it awfully hard to get at. How's he tracking? It's going now.
Don't
So
know
he's
if
only going to have to find that hole maybe to cut a few out. Might make it back to 2.
6 around to Jack high. Have a look. I reckon you're right, JT. Looks to be 2. Is that confirmed?
Confirmed. I know what I'm talking about, Sammy.
Well done. 3 ends in a row.
Game is broken open. 15-6 after 9 ends. Street and Pavey in the box seat to progress through.
What a shot by Brad Pavey last bowl. Not only did he make 3 or 4, but he moved the Jack into a spot that was very, very hard to draw these shot. He's done pretty well to find a path to cut a couple out.
Handy start there from Barsha.
Right, what's the way back into this game now for the Wangaratta period of the Fruins, mate? They all of a sudden trail by 9. Still time for them to work their way back into it.
You've got to get probably just a fraction tighter heads, you know. Make it harder for Brad to convert out of trouble.
Yeah, just,
And then hope he misses a couple, you know.
yeah.
Probably starts with Jody a little bit in terms of getting on top of Barsha. Well, there's one.
Yeah, pace was good. Friendly slide off the front. There's one.
Another solid bowl from Jody. Oh, did that track out a little bit then? Or my eyes
I
deceiving?
thought initially it was getting to her own
Yeah, so
bowl
did I.
for half of it. Yeah.
So it did kind of just track out a little bit.
Maybe just a little bit.
I wonder what she's playing with. They look like arrows.
Yeah, they are. Good bowl in the area. It's a good spot. It'll work for Brad Pavey to do. Won't be far away.
I think I'm going to get me Defiance out of the car after this game, Sammy, and put a couple down, see what it's like.
Yeah, speed was spot on. Alright, so Heath with a chance to draw the shot here early and jump on. Put Paddles under a little bit of pressure. Just needs to run a bit and clear the front. Oh, there it is again, JT. You see that?
Yes,
again?
I
Yeah,
did.
definitely. Yeah. Doesn't count. Only good enough for third
I haven't
shot.
seen it all day. Close.
On a nicer line here. If this just needs to settle down. Yeah, that'd
Good bowl.
be. That'd have to be
Second
the
shot at worst.
Not quite.
No, Jody's putting a finger down. Okay,
Yeah,
measure.
okay.
We'll blame Jody for that. She went the early crew.
Minor correction needed for Heath. He wasn't too far away with a clear road.
How's he tracking here?
Don't know if he's wide enough,
Tight.
JT.
Probably the speed's not quite good enough either,
Just a
really.
little bit of both. Brad's going to come down for a bit of a closer look, just to see if they're while holding it all down. Both leads indicated it's pretty close. He's pretty confident on walking on the way back to the mat, JT, that he's holding one here. There's Brad Pavey. Similar shot either way, isn't it? Just a dead draw.
Oh, if he can probably draw a shot and fall just short of it, it's going to make it awfully hard.
Yeah.
That's gone early, that one.
Just drifting under into a little bit of a pack there, so
He could afford to be, like he was probably just shy of Jack Eye, but if he plays, 2 feet away, he could get that Jack moving, even jam against the bowl and go towards Jody's bowls.
yeah, you'd think good things are going to happen. Giving it more of a chance in terms of weight, but looks wide, is it, Josh?
Probably
battling
the
to get
better
back.
speed to give it a chance.
Easy to do. I'm sure we'll have a closer look. Indication from Brad was that they were holding one.
Adam, I reckon the green speed is about 14. That's what I'd suggest it is.
Yeah, close 14, 14 and a half.
One it is.
Never in doubt. Very good, Brad.
Paddles' eyes are on cue.
4 ends on the trot, JT. 16-6. This is the lead now. And given, as we've mentioned, just joining us, the Ocean Grove pairing just need to win by 3 shots or more to progress into the knockouts. You're in pretty good position at the moment, JT. Still, 5 ends to go.
Anything can happen in this sport.
Correct.
What's your biggest comeback? Give me a scenario where you've come from nowhere. No, come on.
I don't know. You've only asked that because you've got something on the top of your head. What have you got?
No.
Oh, I don't have any.
Surely there's a
Front row. I'm only a front row.
That's
Come
good.
back.
It's good to know when I'm playing against you.
You choked plenty of leads.
You got to have that self-belief. That's the key. If you don't think you can do it, you never will do it. Correct? Does that not make sense?
Never won or you've never lost, JT.
What do you mean?
Especially in this. Well, the game's never over.
That's what I mean.
Just keep going. Especially in a game like this, they're only, what they need, 7 shots, 8 shots.
8 shots will get them the section win.
Could open up.
You know, yeah, let
Are
her
you
talk
gonna-
about yourself every
No,
now and then, Sam. You know,
there was
like-
no chance that was ever happening. I want to hear about your biggest comeback then. In pennant, or region event, state event, national event, international event. I couldn't think of anything.
I can remember a club singles match.
Yeah, see, I had that from this season, but I was just saying it.
Ah,
Come on
see,
then.
see.
That's a good reply. Makes it pretty tight. Jody's jumped over on the back end here. Tell you what, JT. Oh, unlucky. Gives them another one.
Yeah,
In the area, a couple
still.
good seconds. Builds that up nicely.
Brad being smart. Got the lead he needs. He's just get one back early.
Yeah, don't really need to go anywhere near it and play the shot for them. Gives them something past.
Yes. I think Jody's tight. Like the idea, give it a chance. Need to make things happen.
Alrighty, Bradley trying to draw another one in the area. Just falling short, so
Might force Ethan to play a bit more weight. The other option is to play forehand and try and land the bowl, shot bowl, and get the jack moving towards Jody's bowl.
stick with the backhand, trying to sit the ball through. Can work off the last one of Brad's. Piece of the jack's not bad at us.
Jody
At
moves
all.
into the shot. If you notice how Paddles kind of
Yeah,
throws
it's
the ball in
crazy.
his air.
Yeah.
I love it. I couldn't do it.
No,
It's like he's getting
no.
the feel.
But the pointer release is like spot on every time, the same time as well. Every bowl, it's the exact same. Alright, Heath searching up here on the backhand. Still needs to hold on, doesn't it? Well, somehow managed to get the jack all the way down to there. They're laughing. Brad's going to have a close look to see what it is on the tee as well, because they might have a few there now. JT, what are they? Got a couple on the tee, maybe? If Heath decides to go quicker and kill it, might be the easier option.
You know what I'd do?
Mm.
Play forehand,
Yep.
play with weight to get to the tee. But if I happen to
Crash
jam
one of
into
them on the way
bowls, then I'm
through.
splitting them up
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
And then you
I
might
like
split the
that.
difference.
Yep. He's drawn to the spot, but on the backhand. And that's pretty well played, Josh. That'll be shot ball closest to the 2 metre mark. So,
I think he's thinking about the other hand now. He said that's the kind of hand. It might be the easier shot to potentially get that Jack moving just a fraction.
So he's already played the first two on his backhand side and missed underneath. You can see there.
Outside Simon Cullinane, I can't think of anyone who's actually played a good backhand conversion this way. But
Sticking with it.
could be made to be look stupid here, Semi.
Tough shot, but if it goes right. Now back in this contest.
It's definitely wider.
Oh, got a little touch, that's all. It'll be
One.
another one.
17-6, 4 to play.
5 ends in a row.
Playing this 3/4 length again. Medium-ish.
Yeah, great area. Johnny's lead bowls have been good line on the forehand. The last couple ends coming this way, JT, but just lacked a little bit of speed. See if she can get past with her first and work back from there.
So she's played that hand, that side of the green, all game.
Okay.
And Barsh has played this hand.
Yep.
And I'd argue that Barsh has probably been a bit more consistent. I think
Some
going off
point
today's
you gotta-
viewing, you know, you got to again, yeah, you're 11 behind. Need 4 ends ago. You need to change something.
Change
up.
something, yeah.
Yep. Jody did make me look stupid and drew one on that forehand then, so I might shut up for the rest of the day.
Yeah, there you go. Clearly has the phone going on the stream just behind the rink.
Yeah,
Able
listen
to
to
hear
I'm
that
going to
one.
preview Rock Josh. Handy lead bowl by Jody. Did it count?
Wouldn't be far away. Not up to the centre line, makes it close. Need a big last 4 ends to the Wankarata pairing of Jody and Ethan Fruin to give themselves a chance to finish top of the section and qualify for tomorrow's knockout rounds.
That bowl steered out then.
And didn't miss by a long
No.
way.
Paddles on the forehand again. Is he playing more draw weight? Close.
Hurry underneath is enough for the shot.
Good
Does
second
well.
shot.
Gets a really, really good second shot. Does Brad Pavey. Probably forces Heath to force him to change over here, JT. Is that the the way to go. That's what they've decided.
I think so. It's
Can't
awfully
afford
hard to
pop
draw
his
another
own
one
out.
on the forehand as well. Get to the jack first from the backhand. Tight.
Get to their own. Drifts across. The weight, as you heard from Jody Fraun, was spot on.
All right.
What does Pavey
I
going
think
to
he's
do
going to
now?
switch.
Make this really hard for Eds to get to. Looks like he's going to swap, as you said, JT. Get back to that jack and move it down the line. Makes it
Hard
extremely
again.
difficult.
He's done this at the right time during this match. Not far away, just quietly.
Oh, JT. Oh, wow. Got a piece of the front. I think it's run too far.
I reckon it's run too far.
Does make it very tricky for Heath to add another one.
If he cleared it, I think he was screwing
think
back
if he
off
cleared it, he
his
was
own
actually-
bowl and back onto the
I
jack
think he was
straight.
right for the shot.
Yep.
Yep.
Gee, me and Sammy aren't playing because someone's got to pull the heavy yards here and do the commentary. So that's why we're not playing. I'm playing pairs though, and Sammy's not playing pairs.
Correct. I'll be on the mic. Wherever the stream is, we'll be there. We've got a few rotating around this season on the gold commentary. There's Ethan Fruend. Doesn't want to
Tried
turn
hard.
that. Wasn't far away. Good effort.
Once.
Stops the run of 5 ends in a row, JT, but they still trail by 10 shots heading into the final 3 ends. Of course, 15 end formats for our pairs this year.
All 2 hours and 15 minutes, but
All
no one's gone
2015,
close yet.
But not even in the slightest has anyone got close.
So that one's interesting over there. I had a look at that one
I
earlier.
was just having a sneaky check because I talked to Tyson Cromie before the game to see what they needed to get through.
9 would
He
do it.
said a 9-shot winner would do it.
It
What's
also
the
relies
score?
on another result though,
Correct.
which
And that game is on
Hafner
the
actually
far end. And
Hafner was in front early and Simmons has come back.
Okay, so Molly Malcolm, Tyson Cromie need to win by at least 9 to give themselves a chance to progress.
He's down this endo too as well.
They currently lead 16-7 with 2 ends to play, but then also need another result to fall in their favour. That's just about 50-50 at the moment, so I'll keep an eye on that with a few ends to play. Of course, you can catch all these scores and ladders on the results portal or through the Bowls Now app. All our host clubs entering the scores as they come in at the end of each round.
See Jody switch hands this way. She's actually finally changed, Sam, so she must have been listening.
Let's see if they can put together a big last 3 ends. Trailing by 10.
They need 8
Need 8.
to win this section.
So,
They
yeah,
need to
need
lose
to-
by 2 or less.
Correct.
All right, good starters. Tyson's 2 down in that rank now. Just play a very good bowl here.
Oh, he nearly snuck in with a shot there. That wasn't far away at all. The clear road was right. A few ranks over. Plenty happening as we get to the business end of sectional play on day 1 of the 2024 Vic Open here at the Moama Bowling Club. And
It's a
Jody
Good
Fruin
set. It's a good set.
has done very well indeed.
I'm going to make a call here.
Go on.
I reckon Paddles will go early with a quick one. The way the head's shaping. Might not have to though if Barsha draws it first.
Won't have to, JT. This is all over it.
Oh, the hat's off.
Oh, and a toucher and falls down as well.
I'll take it back.
Yeah. Paddle will just try and get the jack and the toucher in the ditch to lie on top of it. Unlikely.
No, I don't think he'd be playing that.
No, Eve has first bowl. The fact it fell down as well makes it very, very tricky indeed. That might be the bowl that wins it.
Ethan's gone early though. Good shot. Oh, did that get a little bit of jack on the way through? Was a toucher on the way through for sure. Heads open up now. As Brad comes down, he's awfully close to drawing it. And he has. Good positive call from Jody. How's he looking? Wide. Oh. That's. Right. What's Brad doing here? I reckon he'd be looking to try and split the difference between the jack and the bowl in the ditch. Probably not where he wanted it to go.
Okay, JT missed the last couple of bowls here.
So
To be one down.
Ethan ran with his second. He's probably going to run Bear Jack into the pit for 3 or 4 if he goes with it.
Is there a way to get to it?
Yeah, you can definitely get to it. See how he's looking. Very close. Very close. What a bowl. That makes things interesting.
Look at the big easy. Fired up. Polar opposite. Gave us absolutely nothing, but what a shot that is. That could be huge in the
Holding 4, I reckon.
section, JT.
So big bowl here from Paddles, Brad
4.
Pavey.
This could make things not a lot of room either.
I reckon if he got third shot, he'd be happy. 2 down's probably good shooting. Make sure you beat the 2 orange ones, I think is the key.
Yeah.
That would mean you're 8 up with 2 to play. So still respectable. So he's stalking it.
Doesn't hate it. Is it going?
No, I think it's actually all
okay.
right. I think it's all right for third.
JT got a third shot at least. Oh, that's superb effort.
It's a good bowl.
Helps a lot. Looks like it's got a couple out. Back to 2.
Yeah, very good bowl, that one. Sean, the score next door at the moment, Pies is leading Boland 10-9 after 13. So, unfortunately, with those two in the same section here, they're in negative scores. They're not going to gain anything. It's still going to come down to this match here in this section. So let's get 8 the difference, 2 to play. And then over in that rink we were talking about before, Simmons is now 12-8 in front of Hafner, which means that's no good for Tyson, even if he
which
does
means
get the
that's
margin.
them probably
They are
progressing.
holding 3 at the moment, which would get them back to that margin they need. I reckon Tyson might have got 3 or 4 then.
Yeah, they've kicked a few out over there. That's at least, is that at least 4?
Could be 5.
Wow.
It's not going to
that
make
could
any
be
difference
interesting.
unless Shane Hafner and Ali Copley get 4 this last end.
Correct.
They got 1 just then to go 12-9 down.
Okay.
Right, Jody's started really well this end. If they're going to get...
Yeah, last couple in, she set it up well. What do they need? A couple of numbers.
2 threes would get them.
Still a chance. It just proves how big a bowl Brad Pavey's was the last end to cut 2 out. Just had a quick look. Section 13. That was the section we saw on live stream. The middle game today. Playing on the back green. Selena Goddard and Ben Hubber with a big lead in the last couple of ends to go. The team that went into this section on top from Mafra currently down. So Selena and Ben in good position to sneak through.
And
to
are
the
they
knockout
winning? Did you
rounds.
say they were winning? I wasn't listening to you.
They were winning. Yeah, they were winning.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if Trish and Simon won because they're good bowlers themselves, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yes, correct. Tell you what,
Barsh is
this will
awfully
be a
close here.
Third bowl special here once again. Just needs to hang on.
It's roundabouts.
Might have stopped to second, and I think it has based on Brad Pavey's indication. Good shot.
Handy bowl from Heath. He probably wanted a bit more weight though. Get that jack moving down the line. Wondering whether... No, I don't think he's going to play that aggressively. I was thinking sort of shaped on an angle where Brad would maybe play, but he doesn't want to take his own out. Just that full draw shot, Sammy. I know you're doing something on your phone.
It all sounds good to me. I haven't really listened to a word of it, but I'm sure it's made sense to the viewers listening at home. Brad Pavey wide, takes their closest out and falls back in and locks back in as well.
he actually indirectly or accidentally, I reckon, took a bit of the danger away.
He's apologised halfway down. Miles away, but as we said, it's easy to get stuck out if you just miss your line.
Yeah, listen to what Naomi said, Sam.
Sorry, Mrs. Cartwright. My bad. All right. Paddle's going to look for here. JT can play something similar and land the bowl through. Nice and positive. Miles off, just needs to turn a little bit. No, just wide. And comes to another good spot. Still has one to come. Has the last bowl this end.
I think this is the end. They need to get a result now. 2's probably not going to be good enough.
Yeah, they need at least 2, so this probably needs to count from Ethan FRUEND. Currently hold 1. Jodie's planted herself right in the way of the camera so no one will be able to see it.
Oh, there we go.
Might have sat the second shot out for
3. Could be 4.
For 4. Is that right?
Yep.
He's made 4.
I reckon he made 4. He sat that bowl perfectly.
Huge shot. He's got to second shot and turned it out a couple of rolls.
I reckon he runs.
Made 4. That's not far off counting either. All right, well, Brad Pavey still has 1 to say about this. Where did this come from?
Oh,
Nowhere.
Just said he needed to play a big bowl, and he did.
He did.
I reckon Brad's attacking.
Brad Pavey
He's
will
going to try
respond
and
here.
back himself to get a few out.
He'll get this. Yeah, it could be 5.
Let's have a look.
Oh, JT. Unbelievable drama on day 1 of the Vic Open here. It could be 5. It is. It's a handful.
For some.
17-14.
Rightio, it's pretty simple analogy here. The FRUENDs win the end. They get
Yep.
through. If Brad and Barsha win the end, they get through.
Last end. Whoever wins it progresses to the round of 64 tomorrow morning.
It was the right shot. I would have attacked 2 of that last bowl. He just probably should have had a couple more around it to take the danger away, unfortunately.
They've tried to stretch this end right out, and Jody's done well. So last end, playing just about ditch to ditch here, JT. Jody's jumping on this forehand side. Yeah, what is this? 3 absolutely cracking contests.
It's what you
On
want.
stream today. This is just about the best of the lot, the way this is finishing. Set.
Last bowl has forced Jody onto the backhand. What if it was a tight end? We know what happens.
We know what happens.
Yeah.
Jody and Ethan going into this game undefeated. 2 wins from 2. Ocean Grove needing to win the game by 3 or more to progress. Jody getting after this. Plenty to play out. Touch the jacks okay. Just fraction quick. Oh,
Nobody's
another one
nailed
in
it.
the
I
game.
don't think that there's the match-winning shot has been played yet.
Not yet, but Jody's got 3 past the jack in scoring areas.
No, she wasn't happy with the way she let it
No,
go.
it didn't quite come out quite as good as the previous few deliveries. All right, not done with here yet, JT. Still room for either team to draw the shot.
Who you backing?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come
on. Brad Pavey with the last bowl.
I like it. Tell you what though, if Ethan gets that jack down the line first though.
Yeah, it's clearly the better setup, and Heath's pretty good here, I reckon, JT.
High.
Good speed. Falls in.
I'm going to back you
Still
in with the
room.
same result. I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon Brad will
Last
definitely.
ball though,
Oh,
yeah.
no, I think he'll just draw. He will
Yeah,
draw
I
the
think
shot
you're
to
right.
win the game. Quickish.
Don't think so. Oh,
Here it
JT,
comes.
There's the shot.
Here
Thank
it
you.
comes.
Thank you.
Oh, there it is.
You actually gets across in front of the line and falls down, so the jack can still be
Moved.
moved. That's a pretty fair draw shot.
That's a, well, hey, I called it.
Ditch to ditch, and the
Under pressure.
fella just comes up with that. Still, 2 bowls each left to come. 3 bowl
Oh,
pairs
look, we know
format
what
to the Vic Open.
Ethan won't be short. He's got everything going for him with a bit of movement.
How much pace is he going to play at this? Played a couple cracking, or 2 cracking running shots last time he played in this direction. Played more than less. Half interested.
Is he getting down?
Not quite. Well, good cider. Yep. Wasn't far away. Gave it a chance to move a little bit. All right, back to you, Brad Pavey.
I think he
He's
needs
got-
to draw
how do you
another
cover
one.
this? Yep.
To me, no good losing it by just having. If Ethan
Well,
gets a bowl clean, he's down, right?
Got
So
to draw within.
try.
That's
I
to
mean,
the ditch,
if you
yeah.
want to, if you could plant it somewhere, you'd probably nearly plant it inside Ethan's last bowl, the first bowl, sorry, and flopping in second and counting.
Yep. Yeah, give Heath nothing else to work off. Yeah, hard to cover the back. You don't know where to cover. No idea where the jack's going to get to. There's not a lot of room between Jody's bowls and the ditch, so
If he gets second shot, the only result for Ethan is jack. So
Swanee from Moama tuning in at the right time.
Swanee. Still remember Swanee buying all that Chinese at the VBL at Barron last year.
Yes, that was all time. That's really good.
Probably bought enough for
One of these, one
all
of
8
that, one of this, one of
franchises that night. Rightio,
That
Brad's
is good
bowl.
memory. Here he comes. Looking to
Trying to, I reckon, count as well and get into a good
JT.
home.
That's pretty good lawn bowling.
That's probably
That's
probably
very,
really
very
good.
close to. You'd think that second shot. All right, all or nothing here. For Ethan FRUEND. They need to get the shot to progress.
It's jack
He
down.
misses.
Jack.
It's all over.
Pretty sure it's just all jack is what
Yep.
you need. Big bowl. Rio, how's he looking? What can we see? Tightish. Oh,
And too tight, drifts under.
there we have it.
Well, they almost, and it was almost a huge comeback out of nowhere to bring them back into the contest, but not to be.
Obviously, our winner of the match is definitely Barsha and Brad, but
Correct.
by getting the 2, or eliminating, not losing, winning him by 2 or less, they've got through the section.
They have, we'll pop a couple on, we'll make it 19-14. Away at the Ocean Grove pair, they will finish top of the section,
And go through.
and they'll be back here at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and so will we.
Knockout stages.
Knockout stages for the mixed pairs of the 2024 Henslight Vic Open, coming to you live from the Morwell Bowling Club.
Great
Well
first
done,
day,
JT.
Sammy.
See
Great
you
first
tomorrow.
day.
I love my Henslight bowls, whether I'm in Australia playing with my Dreamline XGs or playing in the Northern Hemisphere, winning 2 gold medals with my Tiger bowls. I know I feel confident and comfortable with the line, and I know they'll get the job done.
The Morwell Bowling Club is your place for fun and food. Come and try bowls and make new friends. Have coffee or bring the family for lunch or dinner. The Morwell Bowling Club. Visit us today on Hazelwood Road.